Man, it's a hot one today, friends. Alright, listen, welcome back to The Growing Pro. My name is Adam, but I go by Coach HardgainZ. There are two fundamental principles that I firmly believe in when it comes to shooting film. I've been a professional photographer for over 20 years. Mainly headshots, fashion, portfolio, editorial, that stuff. I don't get into anything else. I've never done weddings. I don't do family portraits. I don't want to do anything else. I'm blessed to get to do what I love. And when it comes to shooting film, there are two very controversial topics that I feel extremely strongly about. So let me tell you what they are. Alright, so let's get right into it. Number one, the reason I shoot film, because I also shoot digital. I've been shooting digital for 20 years, since the beginning of my career. Since my Nikon D70, which is right over there, I still have it. And I have been paid generously to shoot models. That is what I do. But when it comes to shooting with film, the two things that to me are fundamental principles about shooting film are, number one, I shoot film so that it looks like film. I don't shoot film so that it can then be edited in Lightroom and completely changed so that it looks digital, or so that it looks AI or fake. I don't shoot it for any other reason than because I want my film photography to look like film. I don't want it to emulate digital. So that's number one, easy as can be. I shoot film straight out of camera. If I didn't nail the shot, I didn't nail the shot. I'm not going to then go in and Lightroom and AI and edit and beat the crap out of the photo in hopes that I can make it look like I did it right. I didn't. I shot it incorrectly. That's on me. And the second big reason that I shoot film is for my own benefit. Because it forces me to learn to become a better photographer. Over the years that I've been shooting, there's so many advancements within digital photography that it takes away the talent. It very frequently takes away the artistry. So I shoot film to force myself to become a better photographer. And so that I am forced to take responsibility for a failed shot, for a missed shot, for a messed up shot, for a crappy shot. I am forced to take responsibility. I shoot film to become a better photographer. Because with digital, I feel like you can get better with the camera, and you can learn the camera more, and you can enable the camera to do more for you. But when it comes to film, the camera forces me to become better at what I'm creating, more proficient at what I'm creating. To me, the artistry is in the film. It's in the creation. Again, like I said, I'll go back. I shoot straight out of camera. And I don't edit my photos. Film to me is film. The only one time that I will edit a film shot is if I shot it in color, and if I think, or if the client thinks, it looks better in black and white. And that is the only thing I will do, is transfer a color image to black and white. That's it. And if in that event, the black and white needs the highlights and the shadows to be played around with, shifted a little bit, I will do that, but only in that event. So friends, to me, film is art. I'm not saying that digital photography is not art, cannot be considered art, but as a painter My first solo gallery showing was at the age of 20. And that's a huge step for an artist. I was asked to fill an entire gallery with my paintings and photographs. And I am very proud of that. I'm not saying that to gloat. I'm saying that because I worked hard to get to that point, to receive that offer and that invitation. And I take a lot of pride in putting the effort and the hard work into my art to get to that point where I was approached by a gallery owner and asked specifically to fill their gallery with my paintings and photographs. And we're not talking about some cafe, not that there's anything wrong with that, to have your work in a cafe, but we're talking about an actual gallery. It was called the Dragonfly Gallery in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and I filled the gallery. And that, to me, is a huge moment in my life that I look back on, and I am so grateful that I worked hard enough to get to that moment. Now, as someone who's also spent over 20 years in the music industry, I started at 16, but by the time I was 18, I was in a touring rock band, opening up for I guess by the time I was 20, I was opening up for some of my favorite bands. I opened up for Incubus and POD and Dashboard Confessional. And I'll never forget the moment that I opened up for Dashboard. And I'm on stage. It's just right here. It was an outdoor show for Y100, the radio station out of Pennsylvania, Y100. And I'm on stage, and I look right to my offstage right, and I see Chris Carrabba, the singer for Dashboard Confessional, and his drummer, right there, just rocking out to our music, to my band's music. And he just goes like this. And he smiles at me, and he gives me the nod. And that was a moment of respect. That is another moment I will never forget. Art, man. Art will never be replaced by AI. AI may come in and remove artists from their art, but it will never replace a true artist. And to me, someone who perfects AI, you're not an artist. You're a computer graphics designer who learned AI, whatever. Did you create that image, that moment, that scene from scratch? Or did you tell a computer, hey, create me this picture of this and make it look like this and put this in there? That's not art, man. It's not art at all. It's graphics design. And barely even that. So number one, I shoot film to be straight out of camera. And if the picture ain't right, it's on me. I take full responsibility for the picture not being right. And number two, I don't edit my photos. Because then, I'm just masking my mistakes. I'm changing everything about the scene and the moment in time and making it completely different. That's not art. And if you catch some of our other videos, go check out the playlists. You'll see some of my film cameras and you'll get an opportunity to see what I work with. I'm trying to get more time to be able to take you along to more shoots, but I'm a single father of 5 under the age of 18, supporting them, raising them, doing everything myself. And that also leads me to the next thing, which is, friends, many of you have asked us if we have a Patreon, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. That means a lot to me. So thank you for your donations. We will put the Patreon link in the description, and every donation goes to buying and developing film. And we'll put a link to our Instagram pages down in the description below. We have one dedicated to just film photography, and the other, which is basically my production company for the last 20 years. So that's it, friends. Just maybe a little little rant of frustration, I guess maybe that was, or I don't know. I'm feeling a little boxed in right now. And I just want to thank you all for your support. This channel is growing very quickly, and it's because of you and your support and your encouragement and your feedback and your positivity. I don't deal with negativity. So if you want to come in here and critique something, number one, I don't care. Number two, I'm not going to delete anything because we have 5 YouTube channels and I do not believe in deleting anyone's opinion. But I will warn you, our main YouTube channel right here has already been fully demonetized, and every other channel that is associated to my emails, to my account, has also been demonetized. That's why we appreciate your patronage over at Patreon so much. Because I just happen to be one of the ones that YouTube doesn't like. Because over at our main channel, we talk about holistic health, natural healing, and if you don't know by now, YouTube and the algorithm does not like natural healing. And I hope you give some thought as to why, but that's a separate issue for a whole nother video. So friends, get out there, go be creative, go work on your craft, perfect your craft, perfect your art, become the best at it that you possibly can, and get paid to do it. Because your time, your effort, and your hard work and experience in your art is worth being paid for. So thanks for watching another video here at The Growing Pro. I'm Adam. Everyone calls me Coach HardgainZ. I'll see you in the next video.